catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. Shout out to my that can get it independent and ain't looking for no love though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. He trying to stunt and give me drinks. I got the bottles in the section and I promise to pay.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Bengals going up against the Texans. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Miller. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Will Monday now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by a man who played his high school ball just about 30 miles west of here in Katy, Texas. He told us he has 50 friends and family watching this one. It's Andy Dalton.
If he's got 50 friends and family there, that means he's been very generous on the tickets. Good man, Andy Dalton. And it's hard to believe. Only a one-year starter in high school, but boy, was that a springboard. Started 4 years in college and has been a starter in the NFL since game 1 his rookie year.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3rd down from the gun. Dalton underneath. This is Bernard. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now the Bengals defense readies as they head onto the field. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that. Totally missed it.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
All right, now look at 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
When you play against Carlos Dunlop, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. On play action, they'll throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect, plays they wanted to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come up in an offset eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 14-7 is the score. We're back to Houston in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Miller, the lone setback. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
He'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down, Dalton. And this is Gabriel on the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 7 yards remain now on 3rd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And wow, fortunately he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. They're backed up deep to start this drive.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Shreds the tackle, dancing to his left. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
No, Jack, Patriot! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They're going to look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
When you have a lot of confidence in your offensive line, that allows you to take shots, as we just saw there. Hardly anyone is going to say, let's go ahead and dial up a big throw from the...
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Wide open receiver complete. Oh, he slipped right by him. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 96 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And they lulled them to sleep a little bit there on defense. They were definitely expecting the punt. They fake it, and they get 6 points.
And what a bonus for the offense, because when they faked it, I think they were just trying to get a first down with this pass. Instead, they get a touchdown.
So they catch him napping a bit. They go with a fake punt, able to get it out complete, and then take it all the way into the end zone for 6 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They send Green to the left on his own. Play action now, Dalton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Third down from the gun. Dalton to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. And taken right on the 30.
Illegal block in the ball. Return team.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A.J. Green, the 40, 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with a return of 102 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Second down now after the incompletion.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office, the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
Keep 15, keep 15. Good, good.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And Dalton to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed. Yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Andy Dalton to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a fourth down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Miller, the lone setback.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got Fuller. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. He's going to take another shot here. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Texans played well en route to a victory last week, and today it's been more of the same. The Bengals will have to pick it up if they want to come away with the win. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Down to the middle of the first, Hopkins going to haul in the pass, and he capped off the 9-play drive with a TD. Texans up now by 7. Now after the fumble, Fuller's by himself here, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. Texans up by 2 touchdowns. Third down from the 30. He stays up the middle on the run.
So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that?